Donkeys of the day, ask Charlemagne.
I'm a Democrat, so being donkey of the day is a little bit of a mixed blessing.
So like a donkey. Hee-haw. Okay. Donkey of the day.
The Breakfast Club, bitches.
Now, I've been called a lot in my 23 years, but donkey of the day is a new one.
Hey! Donkey of the Day for Thursday, June 8th goes to Phil Stair. Now, you may not know who Phil Stair is, but he is an official at an agency that manages foreclosed homes in Flint, Michigan. The name of the place is Genesee County Land Bank, and Phil Stair was a sales manager at the bank. Now, unless you've been on another planet or living in a bubble somewhere, then you are fully aware of the Flint water crisis. Flint, a city that has a lot of debt, switched from buying Detroit's pre-treated water to using Flint River water, and Flint River water, which is way more toxic, was not properly treated under orders from state officials, causing lead from old pipes to go into the city's water, and boom, there you have the Flint water crisis, okay? The Flint water crisis was a complete failure of government, period. Everybody knows this. It was an FBI investigation. City officials got charged. Like, it's not a secret. But Phil Stair doesn't believe that. Phil Stair is actually victim blaming. And not just victim blaming. You know, a lot of people say not only was it a failure of government in Flint, Michigan that caused the water crisis, it was systemic racism. And it's not hard to argue the systemic racism part when you hear Phil Stair say that the Flint water crisis was caused by N-words. Yes, Phil Stair, an official at an agency that manages foreclosed homes in Flint, blamed the Flint water crisis on N-words. Cut the music and let's play the audio.
Flint has the same problem as Detroit. Niggers don't pay the bill. Believe me, I deal with them. I don't want to call them niggers. I have Myrtle Beach with 24 guys, and I was the only white guy. I got friends. I mean, there's trash, and there's people that do this. They just don't pay their bills.
F and N-words don't pay their bills. That, ladies and gentlemen, is bigotry. Right?
That is disgusting.
Context matters, and a white man saying the N-word is always out of context.
Get him up out of there.
But in that context, Phil Stair said F and N-words don't pay their bills, and then said, I don't want to call them N-words. If you have never heard bigotry before in your life, there you have it. Not to mention victim blaming at its finest, like textbook victim blaming, like you rape a woman and then say it was her fault because of what she was wearing, victim blaming.
You poison our community and say it's our fault.
Yeah. Now, of course, Phil Stair resigned. And in his resignation letter, he did one of those insincere apologies that I hate because they only come after said person receives backlash. He said he was deeply sorry for what he said in the recording, which he described as his private opinion on the Flint water crisis and insensitive language. I do not know how I can face my friends and coworkers. Well, you don't have coworkers anymore because you resigned, so you don't have to worry about that. And those black friends you're talking about, they should have unfollowed you on all social media sites already. And if they haven't, I want to know why.
Don't stand next to that guy.
Yeah, how can you still be friends with a person when you hear them talking about your people like this?
Flint has the same problem as Detroit. Niggers don't pay the bill. Believe me, I deal with them.
Wow. Listen, Phil, the true test of a man's character is how they act when nobody's watching. Phil had no idea he was being recorded, so therefore he didn't know people were watching, so that is who he is. So don't hand me that I'm sorry BS, because it's not genuine. You have shown us exactly who you are, and we believe you. So, Phil, we're going to give you that same energy you gave us. Cracker ass cracker! Well, I was just going to say, racist bigot, but that'll do. Please give Phil Stair the biggest hee-haw, please.
How does he even have a chance to retire or resign to make a bigger statement?
The Breakfast Club.